Hey everyone, it's Sandy, and I am working on the cover to my December daily. I had one idea, but I think I'm gonna save that for the inside cover. I had this wood veneer from last year. I got it at Michael's. I know Michael's has them this year. I believe in this size, and I know for sure they have like a smaller size of it too, and it's the exact same cutout. It's just like a smaller one. So I never used mine last year. I sent one to Lisa, and she did use hers for the cover of her December daily last year. So I colored mine using the Inca Gold. So like I used the silver metallic rub for like all the snowflakes. I used this pink for this, and this is all Inca Gold. Me and Lisa just shared these, so she brought these with her last time she came to visit from Canada. So I used the pink Inca Gold for right here, and actually there's a lot of silver on that, so I'm just gonna like try and touch it up. Oh, I got so many colors on my fingers. I might have a rainbow little reindeer there or whatever. Okay, so that, and I used this teal one for here, and it looks like she had the colors on here, but they've rubbed off. For the holly, I used this pretty green with red on it. And then I used the gold one for these two right here. So I picked these colors because I'm using the, what do you call this? Oh, Bow Bunnies collection. And it just seems those colors match. So I went ahead and went with those colors. So I'm going to show you my book. Here's my book. I'm using the October Afternoon, and it fits just right on there. So I am probably going to put it on there. I debated on cutting it in half and only using half of it, but I'm scared it won't cut right. So I'm going to go ahead and use the whole thing and put it down with, I don't know, hot glue gun or something else. I'm not sure. And I'm debating to do something still to this book, but what I want to do is I wanted to add like another dimension to this. So I have this stamp, which I just got at a Hobby Lobby or Joann's, Michael's, whatever. It was on clearance. It's just like a script stamp, and I'm gonna use my StazOn, and I'm gonna go ahead and stamp on that as well. So I thought I would show you. Oh, I love the way StazOn smells. Isn't that funny? I know we all do. Okay, so I'm just gonna randomly stamp on there, and you may not be able to even tell it's a script, but I like the little bit of texture it is giving. Maybe I should have dried that this wood veneer first. I'll put it closer. On the reindeer, I can definitely see the script. On the snowflakes, it's a little bit harder, but I will show you. I will pull it up and bring it as close as I can. Oh, I like that. Let's see how much I can get on there. So see how some of it's coming off right here, because I just finished coloring it with the Inca Gold. I should have dried it a little bit. I'm going to stamp it one more time right here, and then I'll bring it up. You can see it, but you have to kind of be close. So, but I do like it. Let's see. So there we go. Let me bring it closer to you. See how you can see it right there on the reindeer, and you can see it on some of the snowflakes and everywhere. See, like it didn't take too much there, but it's okay. I like it. It's just kind of random. So I do like that. I'm going to go ahead and decide what I'm going to do to my book, and once I decide, I will film it. Okay, so my book went through quite a lot tonight. So as you know, I'm using this October Afternoon book, and it's got the red stripe right there for the side. So what I do is I get the molding paste by Inca Gold, and I get this stencil, and I'm going to add some texture to it. So it goes on fine, no problem. I do make a little mess right here on the side of my book right there where the stencil is, but it's no big deal. So this is going to go a little bit faster because my book is totally going to change, but I don't know that yet. So I'm just kind of putting my stencil on. I'm happy with the way it's coming out. That smudge is bothering me just a bit, but I figure the wood veneer is going to cover it up anyway, so no big deal. And then after that, I'm like, oh, let me add some color. So I pull out the color of my Distress ink, that Peacock and I forget what the name of the pink one is in the green. And I start to use my stencil and add it on, and I still do like it. I'm happy with it, no worries, you know. And let's see what else. So now I put my wood stencil on and I'm like, I'm not sure. So I add another stamping element to it and I put it back on there, and then I'm like, I don't know, it's not looking right. And that's what it's gonna look like. But that craft is just not working for me. So I texted to a few people and one was like, it's okay. One was like, take the wood veneer off. And I'm like, no, I'm just not happy with that craft. So here's where it really starts to change. I take out my gesso and I go ahead and decide to gesso over the entire front cover. And that's what I did right here. And I like the way that stamping texture came out. Not the stamping, the stencil texture came out. And then I'm like, okay, let me get my gelatos out. So I picked out the gelato colors that match the Bo Bunny Candy Cane Lane. And I go ahead and I start to put these down. And I just start to put them down in the layer, and from like the lightest to the darkest pink. And then that's kind of what it looks like as I'm putting it down, and you just kind of scribble it on. It looks like, what is it called? Chapstick. And then I start spraying it so I can start rubbing it with my finger. So there we go, it's all sprayed up. And then I'm gonna start rubbing it with my finger. So all I do is wet it and rub it. And I like the way these first two layers are rubbing together. But then that darker pink, I don't know if it's hot pink, but I don't like the way it's rubbing because you can see where my fingers have been. And then as it's going further on, I don't like it either. So I decide to tip it up and see if I can make it drip, which I like it at first, but then a lot of the pink slides down and I'm not real happy with that either. So honestly, I'm like, this book is a hot mess. And I was Skyping with Lisa and I was like, you know what it reminds me of? Rainbow Dash. So if any of you guys know or have little kids, Rainbow Dash is My Little Pony, and Gabby loves Rainbow Dash. So I was like, okay, this is going to be Rainbow Dash's December Daily. So I just get frustrated in all honesty, and I'm like, I don't know what else to do. And I just start rubbing it with my fingers. With my hand. I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I'm over it. I might have to put gesso over it. I just don't know what to do. But then I kind of like the way it's blending together. So I just keep at it, start blending, and it's kind of like a happy accident. It's growing on me a little. Not my favorite, not at all what I intended this book to look like. But I'm going with it, and it's kind of growing on me. So it's my Rainbow Dash December Daily. So I start to dry it. And then I put my wood veneer, and it's like, yeah, I kind of like it. It needs a little something still, but I like it. So there we go. That's it when it's dried. And like I said, I love the way those words look on it from the Inka Gold molding paste on there. Okay, so now I'm like, I just need to frame it out. So I get my gold gelatos and I start to put that on. But the thing is, the gold is kind of like a dirty gold, if that makes sense. It's not shiny. And I'm like, no, that's not what I want. So I go ahead and get that Inka Gold. I think it's called modeling paste or modeling something. But anyways, and I start dipping my finger in it and I start doing my corners so I can kind of frame it all in. And I like it. It's a shiny, pretty gold. So I just go around the whole edge and I'm happy with it. And I'm like, you know what? This is not only Rainbow Dash's December Daily, but it's also Princess Celestia's December Daily, because the gold reminded me of Princess Celestia for some reason. And she's another My Little Pony. But I'm like, nope, still need something. Let me see what else I can add. So I get my Delusions white and I start sprinkling it. And I like it, you guys. I really do. It's growing on me. It's my happy accident. So me and My Little Ponies are all happy all around the world. So I just keep adding a lot of that white because I really do like the way it goes on. And then I start to dry it. And then I add my wood veneer and I do like it. And just to let you know, I did go around all the book on the corners. You can see right there in that picture. So I go ahead and I'm going to commit And I'm just kind of like, I like it, but it's kind of not really what I was going for it. But I'm like, I'm going to do it. And I glued it down. And these are just the pictures up close of the different stamps that you can see and everything. And I am really happy with it. So I go ahead and get some thickers out for the 2014. And I want to stamp December or something on there. I get my Ali Edwards stamp out. I use my StazOn ink. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp on December daily. And it's really small, but I want the 2014 to really stand out. So there's my December daily stamp. And then I go ahead and use glossy accents to put the 2014 down. So there we go, it's completed. And yeah, so I'm going to get started on the inside. Thanks for watching. Bye.